Welcome back to Coins Heritage. Today we're diving deep into the history, design, and collector value of a classic Lincoln Wheat Penny, the 1954 1-cent coin from the San Francisco Mint. Whether you found one of these in an old jar, inherited a collection, or simply love learning about us coins, this little copper piece has a lot more going on than meets the eye. Let's start with the year. 1954. This was the post-World War II era, a time when the United States was booming economically. Suburbs were growing, cars were bigger, and pocket change still included a lot of coins that today are considered collectibles. The Lincoln Wheat Penny had been around since 1909, created to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1954, the coin was firmly rooted in American culture. You could find it in every cash register, in the hands of school kids buying candy, or tossed into jukeboxes playing Elvis Presley records. But what makes the 1954 penny interesting too? Collectors today? Let's talk about the design. On the obverse or front, you'll see the famous right-facing bust of President Abraham Lincoln. This design was the work of Victor David Brenner and has been used on the penny since its debut in 1909. The word Liberty appears to Lincoln's left, while the year 1954 is placed just in front of his chest on the right. Beneath the date is the mint mark S, which stands for the San Francisco Mint, the western branch of the U.S. Mint, known for smaller production numbers than its Philadelphia and Denver counterparts. Above Lincoln's head, the national motto, "In God We Trust," completes the simple but strong layout. Flip the coin over to the reverse side. You'll find the classic Wheatears design. The words 1 cent are bold and centered, with the United States of America just below. Along the top arc is the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, which means out of many, one. On either side of the text, there's a stylized stalk of wheat, hence the nickname Wheat Penny. This reverse design was also created by Brenner and remained in use until 1958. The 1954 penny is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, which was the standard composition for cents at the time. Each coin weighs 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Over time, these copper coins often darken to a rich reddish-brown color, especially if they've been circulated or exposed to the elements. However, if you find one in original, red mint luster, it could be worth a closer look. Now, how many were made? The San Francisco Mint struck approximately 96.2 million Lincoln cents in 1954. That's a decent quantity, but still significantly fewer than the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced that same year. As a result, the 1954 coin is considered somewhat more collectible, especially in higher grades. Most of these coins ended up in circulation, but a good number were also saved in rolls and bags by collectors and banks at the time, which helped preserve many uncirculated examples. So what about value? In well-worn condition, a 1954 penny is usually worth around 3 to 10 cents, which is still more than its face value. But once you get into uncirculated territory, the price can rise. In mint state grades like MS63 to MS65, you might see values between $1 and $5. Depending on the color and strike quality, if you come across one in MS66 or higher, with full red luster classified as red, by grading standards, it could fetch $10 to $30, and in some rare cases, even more. PCGs and NGC have graded a number of these coins in high mint state red condition. And examples graded MS67 Road have been known to sell for over $100. One of the most important things to consider is the coin's color and preservation. Collectors break these into 3 categories: red road, red-brown, RB, and brown BN. A coin that still shines bright red like it did when it left the mint is always worth more than a darker brown-toned coin. So if you're sorting through old wheat pennies, make sure to separate the really shiny red ones. They could be gems. Another factor is the strike. San Francisco Mint coins from the 1950s were sometimes known for being weakly struck, so a strong, well-centered example can add value. While the 1954 isn't known for major errors or varieties, it's still worth checking for doubling in the lettering or date, die cracks, or misaligned strikes. Even a small mint error can raise the value considerably for the right collector now. If you're wondering how to sell your 1954 S penny, there are a few easy steps. First, examine the coin's condition. If it's heavily circulated and brown in color, it's likely worth just a few cents and might be better sold in bulk with other wheat pennies. Coin shops and local dealers often buy wheat cents by the pound or by the roll, especially if you have a full set. However, if you believe your coin is in uncirculated condition, especially if it has that original red color, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. PCGs and NGC are two of the most respected coin grading companies, and once your coin is certified, it can command a higher price. Graded coins also tend to sell better online, especially on auction sites like eBay or through coin forums. When selling, always include clear, high-resolution photos showing both sides of the coin. Mention whether it's brown, red-brown, or red, and note any flaws or features like scratches or toning. Be honest in your description. Serious collectors can spot the details, and transparency helps build trust. You can also visit local coin shows or dealers for an in-person appraisal and even make a deal right there. For those looking to build a collection, a 1954 S penny is a great addition to a Lincoln wheat cent set. It's affordable, easy to find, in nice condition, and holds historical charm. Even if it's not rare, it still represents a significant piece of mid-century America. From school desks to soda fountains, this coin passed through countless hands and carries. Stories from a very different time. So whether you're saving a single coin or building a complete penny album, the 1954S is a fun one to include. Its mint mark, its vintage charm, its connection to the San Francisco Mint make it a collector's favorite. Thanks for watching today's deep dive into the 1954S 1-cent coin. If you found this video helpful or simply enjoyed the journey through coin history, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Coins Heritage. We've got plenty more fascinating coins to talk about, and your support helps keep this history alive. Catch you in the next video.